Hello, guys. Am I audible? Am I visible? Can someone just confirm that once?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah,
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the annual general meet edition 2023-24. I am so excited to start this. Okay. So, as you all know, as you're all part of SEDS, your individual chapters, you're part of SEDS India. So, SEDS stands for the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space. It is a non-profit organization which was originally started in MIT, Massachusetts, in the US, and it is extended now to so many different countries. And India is, honored to be part of one of those countries. uh, it is aimed at promoting space exploration and development, like programs, like sort of stuff aimed at students specifically of the collegiate level. So basically we have two main verticals: the outreach and the projects. As the name is very evident, it is we handle the different projects of each chapters. And the outreach is an initiative called One Space, which I'm pretty sure all of your individual chapters do have. It is where we go to different public schools and educate children of, like, small children from anywhere from first grade to 10th grade, and we educate them about the happenings of space. And we keep them updated on it so that we can cultivate this knowledge from a young age. Speaking of the verticals, we also have different chapters. Our headquarters is in VIT Vellore. We currently have around 12 chapters, and we're always expanding. So I think the latest edition was in 2022, and we are constantly growing. So each of the set chapters has been like a family, and we hope you have as much fun in this meet and throughout your site's tenure as we have had in our tenure. In SEDS India, the board, and I would like my for my colleagues to introduce themselves.
hi everyone. How's everyone doing? I am the chair. I am Arjun. I am the chair for SEDS India this term. Hope everyone's doing great. Uh, I am from VIT Vellore, currently in my third year.
Guys, I am Ridul Mishra. I'm the vice chair for this term, and I'm from BITS Pilani Goa campus. And it's good to see you all here. Let's make this a nice event, guys. Cheers.
Once again, before anyone goes ahead, I would like to see as many cameras on as possible. If it's fine with you guys.
If it's fine with you guys. And by the way, this thing is live on YouTube, right? If it's fine with you guys, you can
The
turn on
rest of the
cameras. And
yeah,
this
it's
meet
not
is
a
live
compulsion.
on YouTube right now. Just so you guys know.
Arjun will send the link on the group so that all of y'all can join. We'll send the link on the Council of Chapters group so that they can send it to all the chapters so we can join. But yeah, if you can turn on your cameras, that's great. There's no obligation. We would also like the presenters to turn on their camera whenever they are presenting, at least. But yeah, the rest of the board can go on with their introductions. The board and the staff can go on with their introductions.
So hi guys, this is Lakshmi Prabha. So I am currently the Executive Director of SETS India for the year 2023 to 2024. I feel great to see you all of you here. So let's make this event a grand success. Hello to everyone.
Hi everyone, Akila here. I am the treasurer of SEDS India for this tenure. So thank you everyone for taking out this time from your schedule and joining us. And I hope this meeting is productive for each and every one of you.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm Tuhina Gunia and I'm a part of SEDS India staff as the projects manager. And I've been hearing that this AGM meet is being conducted after 3 years. So let's make it a success and let's enjoy it.
Arjun, I think you can go on with the like the SEDS India highlights.
Okay. So no one's comfortable turning on the cameras. Okay, fine. No issues. So I'll start with what SEDS India had done before, what happened in between, and then what we are currently doing. So SEDS India had been, I mean, it was established in 1980, but it came to India in around I think 2004 or something. That's when SEDS VAT started and SEDS India subsequently. And we have the motive that we had was to spread this love for space that we all have all over the country. We have been expanding chapters a lot. I mean, there was a slight dip during the COVID time where there was highly inactive, but we had been trying to revive it since. We added two new chapters in the last 1 year, and we have been trying to help more and more chapters. There have been issues with funding, I know. We are fixing that. We will go with it. But apart from that, we are trying to help you guys as much as possible. Uh, we revived the One Space initiative, which was not as spread as we were hoping it was. Again, due to COVID and all, but now it's back on track and everything's going great. I won't take much of your time. You guys, your chapter heads will discuss what all they have done. So I think I'll pass on the mic to you guys. Lakshmi, can you start?
Yes, sir, Nikhil. So, hello everybody. We'll be starting with the presentations now. I'll be calling upon every chapter with a presentation name, whatever you submitted in the PPT name. So I'll be calling you. So one by one you can present. You can present for 5 to 6 minutes. So try to keep it sweet and short. So firstly, I would like to call Celestia Explorer to present their PPT. Anyone here from Celestia Explorer?
Yeah, one second, one second.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, because I don't have my laptop currently, so I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you're good to go with the phone.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so hi, I'm Rachit. I'm currently the chapter head of Celestia Explorer. We are in Shivnado University in Greater Noida. So this is what this PPT covers all of our highlights from the year 2023 to 24. So So our major objectives for this club for the last year was making it more of an interest-based club and basically redirecting our focus to the club members. Like the club is made by the members only, and we were trying to get members more involved than they already were. Also, we were trying to get members to take lead positions in conducting events and so yeah, and other than that, one other thing we were facing issues in was access to our telescope because it was like we were not using it as effectively. But this year, our telescope saw a lot of use. So and of course, astronomy. Okay, so our events were mainly of three types. So one was internal, which was member-led and for the club members only. Then we had external events, which were university-wide events, and external participation was allowed. and then the telescope part. So, so first of all, we actually plotted a rough graph of our activity. So as you can see, we were active mostly throughout the year. That at every time of the year, something was going on. So, like during winters, we had exams and all, and the sky wasn't clear at all. So our activity took a dip. But during the entire year, our activity was pretty stable. We used the telescope for quite a lot, and then the internal events was like conducted all around the year. Okay. So this is our member-led event timeline. So these are all the internal events. So first on 2nd September we had a documentary session. So we watched a documentary and after that we had a small discussion on that. Where after that, after we had a movie screening, then we had a Pet Planet Rock thing where we talked about this exoplanets and then we painted rocks of our interpretation of exoplanets. So it was a collaboration with the art club of our campus. After that, we had a light painting session and then star trail sessions on our terrace. And then we had a club trip where 7 members of our club went to Chail in Himachal Pradesh for a 3 day trip, like a visual astronomy workshop. So these are some pictures from last year. So first, the picture like first picture is the club orientation where we basically attracted freshers towards our club. Then the pet plant rock thing, and then the stargazing night. So these are some of the university-wide events that were conducted. So the first event of our club was Chandrayaan 3 landings training, which was one of our most successful events. Like most of the university showed up. Then on 1st September, we had our club orientation. Then following the momentum of the Chandrayaan screening, we did the L1 launch screening. Some people showed up for that. Then we had a club fair where we basically showcased our club to the newcomers. And then on 17th, we had Breeze, which is our campus's um, cultural fest, 3 day fest. We had an event there. And on April first week, we had a colloquium where we invited professors from Delhi NCR, and they gave us talks about their research and basically what they are working on currently. So it was a very interactive session. This was done in collaboration with the physics department. So these are some of the pictures from our university-wide events. So okay. Other than that, we won. Some competitions at we won 2 competitions. I think we came this PPT is not updated yet. So we came second at Bennett and I think first at LNMIT. So these are 2 competitions. And other than that, we also won the best club award by our campus. So that is one of our biggest achievement this year. Okay, so now coming to the telescope. So right now the telescope was kind of in a complicated, but it was a new equipment and we were still learning to use it. But this year it saw a lot of use. So it's previously it was 2 to 3 times a semester. Now we got it out every alternate week. So we even formed a dedicated group called Skywatch, and we did a lot of astrophotography. So there's some pictures. So this is the rotating Christmas tree nebula. These are Whirlpool Galaxy and Thor's Helmet Nebula. This is Jupiter and Ghost of Jupiter. So these are some of the pictures that our members took. And these are some pictures from the trip we had. So this is from Chell. So reflecting on, reflecting on our previous year, I think it was a pretty successful year. So I was in the extended core last year. This time I'm secretary. So, so as an extended core member, I felt very good about our club in general because I was able to see that we were doing better, and I hope I will do better in my tenure. So these are the old club. These are the old core members, and beneath is me. So this, okay. So that's the PPT. Thank you.
That was good. Like we got to know all of your projects. Next, I would like to call someone from SETS QSAT to present. From SETS QSAT.
Okay, Lakshmi, I will press it. So I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay, so hi guys, I'm Ashwini Krishna, President of SEDS and I would like to welcome you all to our presentation on our club activity report for the past year from August 2023 till 2024. The year 2023-24 have been very eventful for SEDS. We have conducted a variety of events, including talk sessions and hands-on workshops. They were both in online and offline modes, and we had a wide range of successful events with a huge number of participation from CUSATians as well as non-CUSATians. Then we had to talk about a flagship event, Spacer, which was the main highlight for the entire year. Then each event spread enthusiasm and provided astrophiles with remarkable cosmic experiences. Now let's look into the summary of our past events which we had conducted in the last year. SEDS always offers a variety of talk sessions to our students, and most of them are interactive sessions. And we conduct offline as well as online sessions, and most of them are open to all also, like anyone outside CUSAT also can join. And we always used to have a huge number of participation from many non-CUSATians from school students onwards. Okay, so these are some of the talk sessions which we had in the last year. So let's begin with a talk session by Govind Nandkumar sir, a research scholar as well as professor from University of Sweden, and he had taken a talk session, an online talk session on the topic "What do stars tell us about the
Okay.
galaxy?" It was an interactive session, and it had a huge number of participants, and the session was clearly insightful. Then sir had taken an interactive session where students used to ask a lot of questions. Then next one, it was a session taken by Dr. Viju Prasad V, a scientist, engineer at ISRO and a G division head at the VSSC. So had taken an offline session, an interactive session as a celebration of World Space Week of 2023. It was held on September 29 at School of Engineering CUSAT. It was an interactive session where students was asking a lot of questions regarding the topic as well as in life on ISRO, and many enthusiasts were present in that. The event was very successful, and we had like maximum registrations, and the entire hall was filled. Then the next one was a talk session taken by Dr. Smart KB on the topic of oceans in the solar system and beyond. Then this was taken as this session was taken on behalf of the board reveal ceremony. Then on the board reveal ceremony of a new board for the academic year of 2024, we had taken this session on February 22nd. And the topic was really intriguing, and we had a good number of participants in this talk session. Another online session was an aeronomy essentials in space science taken by Dr. Brinda Mugundan, a PhD. She had got a PhD from the Space Physics Laboratory of
Ashwini,
VSSC.
just 1 second. Your slides are not really visible. Like we can only see the front page.
Okay, is it changing now?
Yeah, it is. It's on the introduction page now.
Now it's changing, right?
It's still on the introduction, but yeah.
Still on the introduction. Can you see the slide now?
Yeah, we can see a topic on how space technology benefits humanity. Uh, if maybe it would help if you shared the PowerPoint and not the presentation. Like, I don't know.
Okay, I'll take the PowerPoint.
Maybe it would help if you share the presentation and not the PowerPoint.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Aeronomy essentials, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll continue in this way. Okay, this was an online session taken by Dr. Brinda Mukundan, and it was a huge success. It was an interactive session where students were shooting a lot of questions. Now, let's move into the projects as well as events conducted by SEDS. First, let's begin with Ballista. Ballista, it was a new venture by IRISET, and it was formed with an aim of expanding our project team and focused on its technical side. Then the team primarily focused on developing miniature rockets for competitive use, and our main motive was to participate in the Spaceport America Cup Championship. So we will be continuing this year also. So we are on our way on building the new team. The next one was planetarium. Our mini planetarium was a huge success last year in Hussack as well as outside. We built a mini planetarium using PVC pipes, black plastic sheets, white screen, etc. And it was very easy to use one. Like we could easily assemble that as well as we could easily transport that one. Then we had projected various space videos into the white interior screen. We used a convex mirror as well as high quality projector for the 360-degree view. Then the best part about this one was its budget was only 25,000 rupees. We completed the entire planetarium within this 25,000 rupees, and it had gained recognition statewide for its functionality and constructions, and we had an opportunity to showcase it at Vibhava, the Tech Fest of, like the Edu Fest of Kisan, the Makers Fest at Rajagiri College, as well as our Student Space Summit also. Then radar visit. Then SETS Kisat have organized a radar visit on March 2027, and it was to nurture students' interest in space exploration. Then students could enter the entire radar facility at KISAT, and they were given an opportunity to interact with the scientists there, and they could study the patterns of monsoons and all the stuff. Then we had a live streaming of Chandrayaan 3 at our amenities center at KISAT, and we had a huge celebration when it was successful, as well as we were having a good number of participation of 100 students, and we had projected the entire live streaming video in our campus. Now let's move on to Space Up. Space Up is the flagship event of IRISET KISAT. Then it had an iconic logo launch, like our flagship event. SpaceX had an iconic logo launch, and we had two music performances, one by KISAT's own student musical band Naboba Experience, and one by Kerala's famous musical band Nikhil Belai Live. The entire event was very informal and was very fun, and students thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was one of the largest event of its kind conducted here. Then our logo was revealed by our mascot. As you can see in the figure, we had an mascot of astronaut, and our mascot had revealed the logo, and it had received appreciation throughout the campus. Then when we talk about Space Up, Space Up was conducted on October 14th. Then it had a wide line for speakers and participants from renowned colleges across South India. Then even primarily targeted college students, with KT students earning activity points for their participation. Then the Space Up included talk sessions, hands-on workshops, and gaming sessions. You people can go through the website of Space Up as well as our Insta pages to know more about that one. We had a lot of activities. We had a lot of talk sessions. The participant counts was almost above 600, and we had to stop our registrations at 600. Then we had the event conducted in three venues and 600 participants with more than 10 speakers. So first one was a journey through aerospace system. We were very honored for our event to be inaugurated by the Missile Lady of India, Tessie Thomas ma'am. She had inaugurated the event and had given a talk session of 1 hour. Then we had a CANSAT workshop taken by the CEO and founder of Aeroin Space Startup. Then we had a talk session by Dr. Brinda V, Director at DSRQ of ISRO, and she presented a session with Looking Beyond Earth, which captivated the entire audience. Then we had a talk on planetary atmospheres by Dr. Smart KB, the only person in India with a PhD on exosphere, delivering an intriguing session on these planetary atmospheres. And Hello?
Radia gulcha hota.
Hello?
Yeah, you can go on.
Okay. Then we had a workshop on astrophotography by Mr. Amal, a passionate astrophotographer. And then we had a talk session on Into the Cosmology by Mr. Alvin from Shastra Snehi. Then we also had a talk session by a renowned YouTuber and scientist Dr. Vaishagan Tampi, a senior fellow at NIIST and science popularizer. And this session was really anticipated session by a lot of students. This is our event summary of the participants count and participations of our spaces. Like we had 100 students from approximately 100 students from CUSAT and 400 plus students from outside CUSAT, and we had 200 up to 200 volunteers for the event. It was a huge event with such a big magnitude. Then you can see some of the photos here. This is a photo gallery. Then now our online flagship event Solstice 2.0, we had conducted it in the year 2022 also as an online event. This event is primarily focused on all the space enthusiasts all over India. Like it's an open to all event where everyone can join. Then this one was held on the last month. It was in the online platform. We had and arranged it in 5 days. So first one, it was inaugural day. It was taken by Dr. S. Geeta, a renowned director of control systems and at Skyroot and former program director at PSSC ISRO. All these talk sessions and all these events were interactive sessions, and every sessions had a participation of more than 100. Then the second day, we had a talk session by the founder and CEO of Skyroot, founder of Star Space Labs, like Dr. Sanika Brabala. Then he had given an interactive session for the students on decode astronomy and astrophysics. This was a completely interactive session where students were able to ask their entire doubts. Like it was completely interactive. Then the third day, we had a talk session on solar odyssey by two speakers from Shastra Snehi, Swastik Vishag, as well as Khadija Jumana. Then on our fourth day, we had a treasure hunt. A treasure hunt was one of the most interesting part of our solstice. Then it had 21 teams, and it was conducted by in a team wise as well as people could attend it individually also. So the 20 of the registrations were teams of 3 members each, and most of them were college students and professionals. And one registration was by an individual participant, and he was the winner. And the most amazing part was that the winner, Harish, was just an 8th grader, such an enthusiastic student. So that was a range of solstices which we had. Then on the last day, we had a session by of the founder of Brahmastra, Mr. Subhash P. Kuppusamy. So had taken a session on Let's Fly High Introduction to Aircraft, and it was an interactive session, and that was a conclusory sessions for our solstice summer camp. Then coming to the conclusion, over the past few months, SEDS has successfully conducted numerous events, both online and offline, fostering enthusiasm among space enthusiasts. And now we are planning to have much bigger events. So for all of your kind information, I would like to tell you all that we will be having a student space summit on this August, and we will be starting the registrations very soon. So it will be an open to all event that like anyone can participate in that one. So for knowing more updates regarding that, the Student Space Summit is an official pre-event of our India's largest space unconference organized by a student organization, SpaceUp. So if you want to join that one, the registrations will be starting soon. So keep posted. You can always check our Instagram. And so these are our links, and I'll be providing that one in the chat box. So hope you all enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, that was a great presentation. So next upon, we have SEDS Antariksh from VIT Chennai. Someone from SEDS Antariksh? Yeah.
Good evening to everyone present here. I am Radhika, the treasurer of SEDS Antariksh. And I am Shireen Ali, the head of the design department.
We are a chapter based in VIT Chennai whose interests align, of course, with those of SEDS India. That is to explore the immensely vast universe of knowledge that the space field is, both literally as well as metaphorically, and to share the knowledge that we have with others who share this love for space. Our team of 208 members consists of 4 departments that work cohesively. These departments are the projects department, which is a team of talented and passionate individuals who work hands on to research and innovate in space related topics. We also have an events department, which turn these innovative ideas into reality with dedication and passion, making every event a memorable one to all the students across our campus. We have a design and content team who work on a lot of things from eye catching visuals to jaw dropping posters to captivating captions. They conjure up a lot of the magic that we present on our online platforms. We also have an outreach department which reaches out to those who of the future of our nation, those minds, those young minds who have the potential to fall in love with space, to love it as much as we do, but just don't have the access to that as much as we do. So we'll be giving you a summary, a brief of all of our events, starting off with we had 16 events over the course of our past academic year, both online and offline events. We had 2 industrial visits, 1 outreach event, and participated in a hackathon. I am proud to say that our team qualified in the top 16 in the SIF hackathon. We reached 232 young lives through our outreach department and outreach events.
Now, getting into details of all the events that were conducted, first off, we have Lights Off, Stars On, which is a stargazing event where the audience was shown craters of moon and a nebula and were informed about these objects by Advaid Maharajan, a member of the Chennai Astronomical Club, and Vishal Chaudhary, an official member of NASA. After which came our most awaited industrial visit to Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota, which was a huge success for us. The staff there took us around and gave us a detailed tour of the entire facility, from the launch pedestals to the spacecraft integration rooms. It was truly an insightful and thrilling experience. After this, we celebrated the SEDS Antariksh Foundation Day by organizing Astro Brainiacs, a fun space-themed crossword competition. This received an excellent response of over 50 participants from various years and branches. Then we had Stranded Worlds, a collaborative writing competition in association with LitSoc, our literary association. The aim of this event was to promote creative writing skills among students on the theme of space. This was followed by Quantum Mania, a mini workshop on quantum computing and its relation to space. This event stretched across 2 days with sessions on topics like quantum gates and space debris detection and avoidance using machine learning and quantum algorithms.
The next event that we conducted was on 9th June, Increase the Enthalpy 2.0. That was a water rocket event where the participants applied their knowledge of rocket principles to make water rockets made out of plastic bottles, and this culminated in the launch of all of these rockets into the sky, which was quite an exciting experience. Next, we had the unforgettable Chandrayaan 3 takeoff screening. The launch of this ambitious lunar mission was a moment etched in national pride, and SEDS Antariksh recognized this by organizing a live screening of the takeoff on 14 July at the AB1 portico in our campus. It was honestly such a dream come true moment, by the way, for us, for an aerospace club like ours, to unite people from all walks of life into this moment of scientific awakening and national inspiration. It was a jaw-dropping moment. Next was a webinar on the overview of Indian space industry and the industry opportunities, hosted by Sunny Kabrawala, the co-founder of Star Labs, a TEDx speaker. And the webinar provided participants with insights into the Indian space industry, its past, present, and future. And it was a very interactive session where participants were encouraged to come up with any queries related to how the space industry in India works. 4 days later, we conducted the Neutron Star merger, hosted by Atreyi Das Gupta from BITS Pilani, and it was a comprehensive exploration of neutron star mergers and their relevance to radio astronomy, where the speaker delved into physics, observational techniques, and recent discoveries in this field. We also participated in the Club Expo 2023, where we showcased our club to the freshers arriving on campus. We conducted a lot of games, including astronaut photo booths, space traveler board games. We had a handmade GSLV model on display and a Send Your Name to Mars event as well. So it was a huge hit among the students. We also had the Chandrayaan landing screening. I still remember, I get goosebumps when I think of that moment where the Chandrayaan 3 touched upon the surface of the moon and the entire crowd erupted into shouts of Vande Mataram and Jai Hind. And it, a lot of unforgettable memories were created that day, and I'm very grateful that we were able to experience and organize that.
Then we hosted our phenomenal movie screening of Christopher Nolan's mind-bending science fiction masterpiece Interstellar right here in our VIT Chennai campus. Then, during the months of December and January, in a nationwide hackathon featuring 1,000+ team submissions, the VIT Chennai team, consisting of Manav Guduguntla, Jay Pradeep, and Tamimul Ansari of our student chapter, was one of the 35 teams who qualified for the finals and represented VIT Chennai in Space Hackathon competition organized by India International Science Festival. Our outreach department organized a visit to Gurukulam, a school for students of local fishermen communities. Our activity involved building 3D models of solar system. This allowed the students to learn about the planetary dynamics in a hands-on way. This visit was a huge success. It sparked curiosity and excitement for astronomy among young students from different backgrounds. After this, we had a 3-day workshop which aimed to provide participants with hands-on experience in designing, building, and operating drones.
Later on, we participated once again in a club expo prior to the cultural fest at VIT Chennai. We had a booth with a centerpiece of our impressive model rocket and a bunch of fun trivia games testing our knowledge of the cosmos and various fun puzzles as well. We interacted a lot with the crowd, and there was a lot of competitive spirit and a lot of friendly banter and a lot to learn from as well from the crowd. We, of course, had a photo booth too. Next, we organized an industrial visit to ISRO, and I'm sure that this was such a dream come true moment for some of us who were lucky enough to go there. And we visited the launch pads, Mission Control Center, and engaged with ISRO experts to learn a lot about the challenges and wonders of space exploration. We saw with our own eyes the place where so much of history has been created, will be created, and continues to be do so as well. Next, we had a photography event which brought together students from across VIT Chennai, all united by a passion for capturing the beauty of the night sky. We had some very impressive submissions, such as these breathtaking photos of the moon, distant galaxies, and even elusive nebulae. Next, in a one of its kind, I believe, we organized a space-themed escape room during the cultural fest at VIT Chennai. Our team set up an amazing ambience within a room which made you feel like you'd stepped into space itself, with immersive music and participants solving puzzles and codes with their friends to escape the room. It was quite a successful event.
Now, talking about our ongoing projects, which are CanSat and Radio Telescope. CanSat is a project committed to hands-on engineering, learning, and innovation. We start by designing and launching a basic CanSat, emphasizing fundamental functionalities. This then serves as our foundation for exploring advanced features such as live feed cameras, novel development mechanisms, and compact design solutions. Additionally, we aim to discover cutting-edge material and technologies to enhance CanSat performance. And Radio Telescope is a project where we are building a simple instrument to detect faint radio waves from space. Where our aim is that we develop something through which we are able to observe celestial objects like the Milky Way and Jupiter, and potentially even contribute to citizen science projects.
To stay updated with our work and what SEDS Antariksh does. You can follow us on our Instagram page where we post monthly calendars of celestial events, launches, and some fun information on a monthly basis. We also have two weekly threads, that is Facts Friday and Rocket League thread. We have a YouTube channel where so far we have uploaded two videos, one on Hubble's law and the other on cosmic microwave background radiation. Short videos are also being planned for the future. We have a WhatsApp channel that can be shared where we share space news every single day on lesser known missions and uh, successful integration of missions and much more. We have a blog page on medium.com where we post regularly about astronomy and various space missions, and a LinkedIn page where we connect with enthusiasts professionally. Overall, as mentioned before, we have a content and design team, and I do believe they pour a lot of love and talent and hard work into these pages. So I'm sure a lot of the space enthusiasts here would love to follow these. Thank you so much on the behalf of SEDS Antariksh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika and Shireen. Next, we have the presentation of SETS VIT Velour.
Hello. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Tuhina, it's visible.
Yeah, just a second. So, good evening to one and all present here. As I've mentioned, I'm Tuhina Bhunia and I'm Projects Manager at SEDS India as well as a senior core member of SEDS VIT. So, today I'm going to give you all an overview of all the events that we have done in SEDS VIT. So, going back to the soft landing of Chandrayaan 3, which was a major success in his ISRO's history. So, our Professor Dr. C.A. Prabhakar, who is senior scientist H, who got retired from ISRO, he is he was invited to VIT and he came to our campus and he delivered a lecture based upon the technologies that were used in Chandrayaan 3 as well as his experience in ISRO. So we were all privileged to have a very good conversation as well as to gain insightful knowledge from him. Then going to the Solar Serenade, which was an explanation of mission and highlight of Solar Ultraviolet Imaging Telescope (SUIT), which is an instrument in Aditya L1. So this was an online meet, and it was by Professor A.N. Ramaprakash, who is Scientist G at IUCAA. And I'm very much proud to say that SUIT was built under his leadership. So going to our Tech Fest of VIT, which is Gravitas, and in 2023 we conducted two events, which are our flagship event called Star Party as well as Space Race, in which the students were given a task, and also we have taught them about a software which is a rocket simulation software, and in Star Party we have taught them to use. Hello. Yeah. So I'm very much happy to share you all that we have our own Dobsonian telescope through which we got to see moons as well as planets like Jupiter, Saturn, and as well as their moons. So here you can see the image of Saturn that we captured from a telescope. And SEDS VIT has been conducting many events such as Astronauts Odyssey, in which the students were given tasks which replicate the tasks that are performed by the astronauts in the space station, like physical tests as well as situation reaction tests. And this is Genesis, in which this was an astrobiology based competition. And moving to other events where we had several online events relating to rockets as well as telescopes, and Janus, which was a presentation based competition on conspiracy theories. So this is Yantra 2024, in which SEDS VIT conducted a multidisciplinary space-based hackathon called Helios, and this was the first ever space-based hackathon that we have conducted. And the guest speaker was Mr. Bhargava Ramana, who is the CEO of Marutsakha Aerospace, and it was sponsored by Inside FPV. Coming to our research domain, which plays an important role, two teams from SEDS VIT, their abstract got selected for ICPEH, which is International Conference on Planets, Exoplanets and Habitability 2024. It was conducted from 5th Feb to 9th Feb by PRL Ahmedabad. So I'm very much happy to share you that I was also the part of the team, and I got an opportunity to present my research orally, as well as my other team got opportunity to present it through the poster presentation. And we were so much privileged that we got to meet several scientists across the world, from JASA, NAXA, ESA. And here there is, we are standing with Dr. Anil Bhardwaj, who is the director of PRL Ahmedabad. And he is Dr. Michel Mayer, who is the Nobel laureate, and he has discovered several exoplanets, out of which Glacis 581e is the most habitable planet. Coming to SEDS VIT projects, we have two teams, Team Vyad and Team Ardra. And let me tell you, these two teams have played a very important role since the inception of SEDS VIT chapter. So Team Vyad is involved in building autonomous Martian rover prototypes for unmanned space exploration missions, whereas Team Adra is involved in making autonomous and semi-autonomous unmanned aerial vehicles for space exploration missions. uh, let's see the achievements of Team VR. Of course, there are so many to say, but I'll say the recent one, which was in 2024. Team VR secured 19th rank in International Rover Challenge 2024, in which 60 teams participated worldwide and 24 were selected for the on-site final round. Whereas Team Ardra, the performance was remarkable, and the recent achievement is they scored first place in International Space Drone Challenge 2024, which was conducted by Strauss, Coimbatore from 27 to 29 January. Then, as we all know, talking about our One Space outreach program, we go to local schools in and around Vellore and teach kids about basics of astronomy and other space related topics, and giving them real life examples of how rocket science works. And along with that, we have included workshops like open rocket software, and children there enjoy a lot learning new things. So coming to our editorial domain, we have our own SEDS VIT Medium page, in which we publish articles that are written by the members of SEDS VIT, as well as we have launched our monthly newsletter, The Harriet, and which consists of write-ups based on several space-based topics. Along with, for fun activities, we also have crosswords and wordgrams too. So these are the links for the newsletter as well as for the Medium page. If you guys are interested, you can definitely browse through it. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Tuhina. Next, I would like to call SETS BPHC, BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus, to present their PPT. Is anyone from SETS BPHC?
Yeah, I'm presenting.
Okay.
You're mute,
Krishna,
Krishna.
you're muted right now.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah,
Is the
you're audible.
presentation visible?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Hey everyone, my name is Krishna Jain and I'm the president of SEDS BITS Pilani, Hyderabad. I'll begin with presenting the updates on what our chapter has achieved in the past year. Every year, Team Janus of SEDS BPHC participates in the International CanSat competition held in Virginia Tech. This March 2024, our team achieved the worldwide rank number 1. Displaying unparalleled accuracy in the PDR round, we scored a full 100%. In its subsequent CDR round, we scored an impressive 99.35%. Its worldwide CDR rankings are yet to be announced, but we are very positive about the results that we're going to get. Moving on, in November 2023, we had a technical fest, Atmos, in BITS Hyderabad, in which we were able to host an interactive talk session with Momita Datta, the scientist who has worked on numerous missions for ISRO, like Chandrayaan and Mars Orbiter mission. The session gathered a large audience eager to listen to the learned scientist and later on interact with her in a Q&A session. Throughout the year, SEDS BPSC conducts multiple tech workshops catering to the students of BITS Hyderabad and beyond. These are some of the many workshops that we have conducted in the past year. Our workshops have continuously garnered healthy audiences and profits for the college. Our aim and motive while conducting these workshops are to provide students with skills and knowledge necessary for an engineer. We deem it as providing them with engineering literacy while also showing them our own proficiency. The landing of Chandrayaan-3 was screened for the college public by us. Hundreds of students and faculty gathered and cheered as space enthusiasts for the historic achievement of ISRO. Two of our largest classrooms were fully packed with people cheering with passion as India's Chandrayaan landed on the surface of the moon. Now, I would like to hand over the presentation to the Vice President of SEDS BPHC, Sham Patel.
Hello, I'm Sham, everyone. So I'll be presenting the project updates to you. So first of all, our CubeSat team, which is Team Hyperion, is working on building a sophisticated CubeSat, which has an end goal to measure the microplastic contents over the Gulf of Mannar. So during this past year, our team had made significant strides by completing the design of the communications, the printed circuit board, and simulating the ADCS. Now what's left for the team is to build its structure and test their components in the real world. Moving on to our propulsions research team, Archangel. They had conducted several experiments this year. They had carried out the hot fire test for an M-class rocket motor and a J-class rocket motor. Moreover, they developed a thrust stand assembly to withstand forces from static fire up to 20 kilonewtons. And now Archangel aims to successfully measure and analyze the chamber pressure and temperature of the M-class rocket motor during its static launch. Now our team is they'll be going for the final rounds of the CanSat competition uh, during the course of this next week. So we'll be awaiting the results there.
Thank you, everyone. This link here is for our website. Please check it out. Thank you for being a patient listener.
Guys, kindly wait for a couple of minutes before the next presentation. Next, I would like to call SEDS Agni to present their PPT.
Hello everyone, I'm Sham Kumar. I'm the president of SEDS India chapter. I'm going to share my screen. Would you guys able to see the presentation?
Yes, it's visible. You
Yeah.
can.
Uh, so this outreach program is the first event we have conducted in our first academic year of this 2023-24. So what we have done is we went to the school called Iceland High School. So what we have done is we had made programs and activities based on space. So what we have done there is we taught them about the basic principles of astronomy and basic ideas of how rocket flies and an aircraft flies. What is the difference between how the motions of the aircraft and a rocket? And then we also had a small quiz like competition among themselves, and we rewarded like chocolates and something. So what we went to for the students of 6 to 10 standard grade students. So then at the end of the outreach program, what we have done is we had made a small competition among themselves in a water rocketry. So we give them materials which is required for them. So then the end of the outreach program, they able to design a water rocket bottle, and it was a really nice thing we have done in the first of this academic year. Then after that, we again did an outreach program in a blind school, which was nearly new to our things. So we what we have done is we made a 3D models of the topics we are going to taught them. So what I have done is we made a 3D printed model of a rocket and aircraft, and we took our drone, so they can able to touch and feel how a drone will look like, how a quadcopter drone will look like, how a propeller of a drone will look like. This is the basic. They will be able to get an ideology of the basic structure of an aircraft or a rocket and a drone or something. And then additionally we had also done 3D models of a solar system and 3D models of surface creation of lunar surface creation. We had made a 3D model surface creation of a lunar surface, so they can able to get an ideology how a crater will impact the surface of a moon. So this is really difficult for us since we have only 2 days to done all these kind of 3D models. Somehow we do, even though that is difficulties, we were able to present it very well to the teams and to the students. So yeah, that's the second thing, second event we have completed. Yeah. And apart from that, we have conducted a seminar program in career in design and analysis, which is basically about the CAD designing and analysis of CFD and other softwares which is used for analysis. So what is done in this seminar program is they were able to get an ideology what are the career opportunities in the designing and analysis, or how to pursue a career as a design engineer or a CAE engineer. So they get an outcome and ideology of how we can pursue an career in design and analysis. So then fourth, we have done a webinar program on rocket propulsion. So this program was conducted during the this year, early this year. We had the chief guest from DIAT, Defense Institute of Advanced Technology. So he also been a ex propulsion engineer at Spacefield Private Limited. So he thought about us the propulsion, rocket propulsion, especially the solid rocket propulsion and the compound reaction during a ratio, within a ratio or within the range, and especially about the solid rocket propellant chemistry. So these are the stuffs which have been thought in the webinar program on rocket propulsion. So webinar program on fatigue and damage tolerance is the next event webinar we have done in this academic year. So we got an NAL scientist, ex-retired scientist from IIC Bangalore. So he thought about the how fatigues can occur in aircrafts, how it impacts the during the cruise time or in the climbing time of a flight. So these are the things we have completed during this year of 2023-2024. Events on hold, which is due to the semester program and other reasons. Project AgriX is a prototypic model rocket, which is also been discussed with project coordinator about this to initiate this project. And aero modeling workshop, which has been planned for this uh, May month or April month, which is being postponed to the next academic year. So these are the events we have done in this academic year and the plans which is hold up for this year. And this is the gallery you can see that which is done in one space event outreach program. So where students were enthusiastically be engaged with us and ask us questions regarding the drone technology and other activities. So these are the galleries I have put it in the slides. So future plans for the next academic year. So we have planned some events which and the events which is on the hold, which also be being carried out through this next academic year. And additionally, we have planned these events. Space quiz is basically on the theme of mysteries of space. So we planned it to be conducted in an online. So yeah, that will be carried out during the next year. And aero design challenge is basically a CAD designing challenge. You are able to design a I mean, what I can say, some any spacecraft or say aircraft or whatever the innovation you can bring in a CAD designing, you can design and present it well. So we are planning to make it as an intra-college event. And we are thirdly, we have a plan for outreach program, one space outreach program for handicapped school students. I mean, especially for the polio attack students from the grade of 6th standard to 10th standard, which has also been talked with Ankita of One Space coordinator for a collaborative session or a collaborative outreach with other sets chapter. And yeah, so I hope it will be happening next month, yes. And yeah, that's the next event we have planned for the next academic year. And astrophotography challenge, we planned this for several times in this next academic year on the themes on different themes like moon or any other themes. So yeah, that's the another thing. And of course, an cat sat workshop we have been discussing with Star company. I mean, they were be ready to be a collaborative workshop for this cancer workshop. So which will be planned for the next academic year. So yeah, that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sham. Next, we have Seth Celestia from BITS Goa. You can present your PPT now.
One second. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Oh, so hi, I'm. Uh, am I visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm Advay. I'll be presenting for SED Celestia today. So at SED Celestia, we are the Astronomy, Space Tech, and STEM Club of BITS Goa. So this year, so I'll be talking about what we've done over the last few years. And yeah, so first we shall talk about our projects. So first we'll talk about Project IMSAT. So it was a launch in 2020. It was a project to build a 3-unit CubeSat, which is a nanosatellite for exoplanet detection via a transit photometry method, which means basically you capture a dip in the light curve as the exoplanet goes around its star. So that was one of our major projects. Then even starting in 2020 again, or 2019 itself, we have CanSat. I think a lot of people here have talked about their CanSat projects as well, so I won't spend a lot of time explaining it. It's basically just a satellite miniaturized or a small satellite which fits in the dimensions of a can. So it has been a big part of our projects portfolio, and we have been consistently trying to
we have been taking part in NASA and ISRO competitions. Third, we have one of our largest projects. We have Project Rocketry. So Project Rocketry aims to build a hybrid engine-based retropropulsive self-landing rocket. So like SpaceX. So, uh, but currently we are in the design phase and testing phase, and we have designed a carbon fiber and PLA-based structure which can be 3D printed. Further, we've also designed uh, a flight computer which implements thrust vector control using PID algorithms about two axes. This allows us to safely, self-land the rocket without it exploding. Um, so now, in this year and the next 10 year, we are going to have some static tests and launches planned to further refine our uh, the rocket. And also currently we are doing work on the hybrid engine itself. Yeah, so that is about it. In 2023, we started the Airavata project. It participates in the NASA Human Exploration Challenge. So it's a four-wheeled human-powered mechanical rover, as you can see in the top right. And basically, we built it in less than a year, and we qualified for the final stages of the NASA competition. It's held at in I believe at NASA, one of the NASA testing grounds. So in April. So yeah. Then apart from this, over the last year, over the last 2 years, we've had a couple other smaller scale projects, such as an ionic thruster project. It's mostly a research-based project, and we'll soon try to move it into the uh, design phase. We also created a chessbot, and we have some projects based on AI, and we also created a model of the James Webb Space Telescope for our open day. Open day is where we show off what our work has done throughout the year. Then we'll talk about observation. Since we are a astronomy club, this is another major vertical that we have. So the astronomy, the observations team now since the last year has been working in uh, the physics department observatory. It's a newly inaugurated, newly set up observatory on our campus. So that's where we do all of our work. And this year we became a member of AAVSO, that is the I think the American Association of Variable Star Observers, and we began observing variable stars and submitted a lot of data to them over the last 4 5 months. Similarly, we did the same thing for solar observations. We have had a lot of 4 5 months worth of solar observations this year. Then we regularly have a lot of observations at our within our campus at the cricket ground itself, and we also hold public ops for school children who come to other campus during various events and during our fests. And yeah, so we also regularly observe various meteor showers and all of that. That's what we've been doing. Um, that's that's most of the updates with regards to the observations team. Okay, so yeah, so also yeah, sorry. So the observations team also has been building projects to help them in their research. So we have created a sky quality meter to help us and get an idea of how clear the sky is on a given day. We are doing something called SID monitoring, which stands for sudden ionosphere disturbance. We're monitoring such disturbances in the ionosphere and collecting this data. And we participated in another Astrometrica asteroid search campaign where we were able to actually detect a couple of new asteroids that were not known earlier. Yeah, and we are also planning to set up a telescope web portal which will connect to an automated mount so that students from other campuses or even researchers can use our telescopes for their own research. Uh, yeah. So as far as our telescopes go, we have three telescopes. 6-inch. Two of them are Dobsonians, and then there's a 6-inch. Uh, I forgot the name. Sorry. Yeah. Uh, okay. So moving on to our lecture and podcast. So we have always been very enthusiastic about spreading awareness about physics, stars, astronomy, all of that. So we have a regular lectures and podcast sessions that we hold. We call professors from around, researchers and professors from around the world. Some of our recent uh, talks have been given by Caltech, Harvard profs such as Prof. Stanislav Jorgovsky, Dr. Yvette Sendes. We've also had people from the Max Planck Institute and TIFR, etc. So that's about it. And we also have podcasts where we talk to these researchers about their life in STEM, so that we get a better understanding about what it means to be a researcher and what it means to have a career in these fields. So then also every year we have our flagship event. It's called Storming Aurora. So last year we had an offline lecture and some online lectures. We invited Dr. Dipankar Bhattacharya of IUCA Pune and who's currently at Ashoka University to give a talk. We also had Professor Kaushik Datta from ICER Kolkata, and usually we also hold a couple of events during that time. We have an integration bee, model on the MIT integration bee, which has itself become a tradition on our campus as well now. We also have astro quizzes and other astrophotography competitions during that time as well. We also hold public observation sessions during the night, and yeah, that makes for a very fun 3 days on campus. Okay, so as part of our outreach program, we and the HERC project, the Project Airavata, they held several STEM workshops in nearby schools in Goa, where they talked about their project and exposed the school students to uh, how engineering is done and how we are engaged in research and other uh, observations. Secondly, during the Chandrayaan 3 landing, we live streamed it for the whole campus. It was a campus-wide event. We called all our profs and all the students as well, and the auditorium was jam-packed, and it was a very, very intense and amazing event that we hosted last year. We also had the great opportunity to meet the ISRO director briefly and talk to him about our projects, as you can see on the left. Yeah, so that's it. And at the end of the year, we have a tradition of us called Star Party, where we go outside our campus for a night and set up our telescopes and observe the night sky. We even invite a few PhD scholars and few of our own professors for this night, and you can see here are some of our pictures that which we have taken. So that's about it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I thank everyone who have presented here. So we got to see all of your wonderful projects, and the future projects that you have planned. They are also really good. So next coming, be the most awaited session is here. Like it is for an important announcement, and I would like to call Mridul to open the announcement here. Mridul, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshmi, for letting me speak. So it was really a very good presentation from all of the chapters. We got to hear so much about their activities, their tech projects, their events. And let me get this straight. If any chapter wants help in any of the events, any of the projects, they can just approach us in the COC group, and we'll be happy to help. That it's one of our job. So about the announcement, yeah. So I am very thrilled to announce a poster making competition um, uh, to make things more interesting between the chapters. So about this event we have, uh, we'll basically give out prompts to the participating teams from each chapter, and on the basis of these prompts, the chapter competitors have to design a poster, and the basis of judging the poster will be creativity, relevance, and visual impact as well. They can use any medium they want. They can design it on Canva, on Photoshop, or any medium they're comfortable with. And one more interesting thing about this competition is the winning team from the winning chapter gets a sum of 10,000 rupees as a reward for this poster competition. So we'll be giving out more details for this poster making competition we are holding in the near future. So I'll be very excited about this, and I'll be looking forward to having maximum participation from each chapter. So yeah, back to you, Lakshmi.
Okay, as Mridul said, we'll be having the poster making competition very sooner. So you just stay tuned in the group, and you can always be active on the group to know more about the competition, so that you can easily get an idea of what is it without any doubt. So next we'll have an interactive session with you guys. So I guess around 60 members are here. So in the beginning there were 100 people, and now we are 60. So a lot of chapters are here. So almost 10 to 12 chapters are under SETS India, and this platform will be a wonderful opportunity for you guys to get to know each other. So I want volunteers from the meet. Whoever is interested to put out their words here, you can talk now. So we'll go on with the interactive session.
Guys, just one thing before that, if all of you could turn on your camera so that we can take a photo, and just remember this as a successful AGM after 3 years, that would be great. If you could just turn on your camera, it would be great. For
It is
just
also
for five
like
minutes.
it is also on
Just for
YouTube
five
with
minutes.
like
It'll just be for like 2 minutes. I really hope that we get as many people in this as possible. It'll be great. Okay, I guess that's it. You can go back to, if you want. You can stay with your camera on, that'll be great. But if you're not comfortable, then it's okay. But yeah, we can start off just, having a discussion about Agnikul. Mridul, I think you wanted to start talking about that.
Yeah. So about the recent development inside the space tech, private, I must say, private space tech industry in India. So there are many players inside this, not, I would not say small right now, but it was small maybe 10, 12 years back. So now we have many players inside this community. There is Agnikul, there is Dhruva Aerospace, and there is much more. But we have created history, and we have actually launched a rocket which uses a 3D printed engine, the first anywhere. So first of all, I like to congratulate Agnikul for the scientific evidence. I know many of us, in the project team, using 3D printed materials to build our rockets. But doing it, we all know it takes a lot more. So congratulations to them. And like, if any of you guys have any question about it, then sure, go ahead, please speak up.
If any of the chapters here have ideas for collaborating, like making an inter-chapter project, you can put it out here so that the interested chapters, they can contact you and you can make a collaboration. So it will be better.
It doesn't have to be a very solid idea, and like it's just we're just brainstorming over here right now. It's not anything that we're doing something that is that we'll hold you accountable for. Just it's just an interactive session. So if you have any ideas, or if you want to collaborate with any particular chapter, if you liked any presentation of any particular chapter, you can always go ahead.
Well, is there nobody? Nobody wants to speak. Nobody wants to give ideas. वो तो होगा ना?
You can go ahead, Amar. You can go ahead.
Hey, it's me. I haven't been in the group for a long time. मेरे पास कोई ideas नहीं है. You guys speak. I want the younger guys
Can
to
be an
speak.
older we're just having a
I want the
conversation right
younger.
now.
कोई ideas हो? People have ideas यार. ऐसा नहीं है. Rocketry started that way. We started this thing. Like a lot of projects started that way. You have ideas. Don't
Yeah.
just shut yourself down. And कोई डांटेगा नहीं. Like these are juniors here, right? A year below. Bro, ये क्या हो रहा है? Why are people leaving?
Come on, guys. I mean, no one has any ideas for
Yeah,
collaboration
yeah.
and
These
all.
are people from all around the, talk about tech projects as well. You can talk about what you have done, the nitty-bitties or details about the projects. What 3D printing material you have used. What can you be using in the future?
I mean, we have project leads and all. Nobody wants to collaborate.
Is someone from the Hyderabad campus here? BITS Hyderabad campus. Because in
Who,
rocketry, especially someone if they know rocketry.
anyone? The Bridge Hyderabad guy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically it's like for propulsion they were developing solid motor what engines, and we are also developing it. And right now we have like a C class level. So uh, we have noted that they have K class and all that. So it'd be good if we could collab on it and you know work on existing stuff that they have already done.
No one? Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. For a break, before you guys proceed, which hasn't started yet, I didn't mention about SEDS Earth. Basically, SEDS India is part of something bigger, right? It's hard in US and all. So SEDS Earth is like we are part of not just India but all the countries. Like I recently had a meet in SEDS Earth when Kazakhstan, Italy, and US everyone showed up. So one of our seniors, the board of SEDS India, went to US for his masters and is currently part of SEDS Earth. Is in this meet right now. His name is Jay. Jay, would like to say something?
Wait, Jay is here.
Yes. Hi, Jay.
Hey, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Awesome. Yeah, this brings back a lot of memories from the last AGM 2021. Yeah,
You had
yeah,
this three,
really
four
great
years
event,
back.
guys. Yes, yep. AGM was my idea. Like I was like, we should all get together and have fun, you know? So yeah, it's amazing that you're still keeping it consistent. Kudos to the board of SEDS India and all the individual chapter boards as well. I really loved what I saw today, and yeah, please keep this going on, as well as I think you guys mentioned the private space industry is picking up pace in India, I believe. So be on follow up with that. I don't know how many of you guys have like tried to apply for internships and stuff like that and successfully got it. But I would say like aerospace industry in India or anywhere else, it's like not 100% skills. It's 50% skills and 50% networking. So please get on your LinkedIn and start talking to people. Don't be afraid of cold emailing or cold calling anybody in this industry, um, because anybody working in Agnikul or shit, I always forget the name. Which one? Skyroot. Yeah, Skyroot as well. Skyroot is doing pretty well. So anybody working there right now, it was at your stage at one point in time. They were in VIT or BITS or anywhere else studying like a student and trying to get into the industry. So they will always understand your plight. So yeah, just network very well. And yeah, that's it from my side. Like, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always open on LinkedIn if you guys want to find me and ask me any questions. So yeah.
Thanks. Anyone has any questions for Jay? Even he's your C. I mean, this is where we'll be like 3, 4 years.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is
I
this
mean,
is what you call a bystander effect, Arjun. When you don't have like a format, everybody will be like, "Hey, someone else will talk. I don't want to talk anymore."
I mean, we started out with that private space thing, but then no one gave any ideas. And then one of the guys talked about the rocket thing, and again, no one.
hmm
I
Yeah,
thought,
you can do
I
a Q&A. Like anybody in the audience is interested in like joining the SEDS India board or stuff, you can ask questions of how to do that, what the job entails. You have your board members right here in the meeting, so they will tell you all about the experience, I guess.
yeah.
And it was really great to see like a lot of online talks, webinars. I saw Sunny mentioned. I worked with Sunny Kabrawala before as well. So yeah, it's really great that you guys are spreading your wings out. Just keep my favorite part alive. My favorite part of SEDS is outreach. Like I used to go to schools and I was in VID, so I had a very funny experience. I went to a local public government school where nobody speaks like they didn't speak fluent English or Hindi. So I literally taught about black holes or something, I forgot the topic, with a translator. So there was a guy who was translating me, and I was teaching the concepts to them, and they were also asking me questions, which was very fun. It showed like how curious they were, how enthusiastic they were.
I mean, VID Flower had this thing some time back. Someone raised Shireen. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do want to know about how one becomes part of the SEDS India board. Like, what is the process for that? Is there some type of a application?
It's coming up soon in 2, 3 months. We'll send out the applications for SEDS India board. Then we'll have an election based on what you submit. The what is it called? Uh, Lavanya, was it the one we filled? Uh,
Sorry.
was the form that we filled?
So basically, how you get into SEDS
You
India
fill
is
your
SEDS
SOP,
India
yeah,
puts out the
yeah,
vacancies
yeah.
for the different posts. So all of the 7 posts of the board and the staff, there are 12 posts in total in our tenure at least. So we put them out and then we put it out to all chapter heads and they forward it to y'all. You can apply through you'll have to submit your statement of purpose, and based on that statement of purpose we will take your interviews, and based on those interviews there will be a voting from where this SOP will be public, and people will read your SOP, they'll understand who they want to vote for, and then Google forms released where people vote for, and then that's how you become like uh, well, one of the board members or one of the staff members.
Basically, like an election plus an interview kind of thing, wherein both of these things are considered, and based on what people want and what the board think, you will get the position.
Got it, got it. And how is the experience like? Are you guys enjoying it?
I mean, yeah, we get to talk about everyone. We like literally know what's happening in each of the chapters. We can help them. There had been few issues, but yeah, we also get to
One
talk with
specific thing
SEDS.
I would like to talk about over here. One specific thing I'd like to talk about here is um, the SEDS Earth meets are beyond crazy. Like I mean, they're very normal meets for SEDS USA or SEDS Canada, but for us having such a reach at a global level where we get to talk about our stuff and hear about their stuff, they don't have initiatives like One Space in their country. So when I told them about it, they seemed so excited and they asked me so many questions. And it was such a nice thing to see that India is also at such a level as first world country. So it's a really different experience which we didn't think, like I didn't think I would have, and pretty sure neither did Arjun. And it was a lot of fun. So that is one particular thing I can vouch for. Apart from that, it is, oh wow, okay, that's
Yeah,
crazy. I can't believe how that must feel.
40
Okay.
plus.
So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Apart from that, in general, the sales managerial roles are a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure each and every one of my board and staff members can vouch for that. It is you. I think I met Arjun in the first meet, and then we ended up talking till like 2 a.m. on that day, and it was just crazy. We were just talking about random things, and you get to make a lot of friends over here. It is genuinely a lot of fun. I would encourage all of you to at least submit your SOPs when the applications do come out.
And it's not just like in college, you have one board, all from the same college. Here, then you have like two people from VIT, two people from BITS, two from Shivnadar, one from some other. It's not the power is not in one place. You get exposure as well as the right of every college. Like every college has its say equally.
You get to meet like people from different states and they speak different languages. I've learned some of, I'm not a Hindi person, and I've learned Hindi from Arjun, and he used to talk Hindi in between the meetings and all. So I used to get a bit of Hindi too. So it will be so much fun when you get to know a lot of like there will be new people you'll be seeing every day. So if you get to be a part of a bigger organization, like you will be having a set of people in your sets chapter, and when you come to India, sets India, you'll be like every chapter will be your members, so you'll get to see a lot of person. And the networking here, you'll you like how the path you have to go. Like you'll have connections through one person and the other person, and you'll end up meeting someone who will help you with your career or whatever. So being a part of sets India is a huge thing. So I request and I insist everyone to apply for the roles once the applications are open. So that's it, guys.
Should we like apply it under our chapter?
Like the application will be commonly sent to your chapter heads and they'll be forwarding it to you. So you can apply with your chapter name, and after that you'll be interviewed and the election process will go on.
If anyone else has anything to ask or say, that would be great.
So I had a question regarding project work in sets. So do you guys have some like a project dedicated to entire sets chapter India, like many colleges are participating and contributing to that event or something?
Not yet.
Like
Uh, so no, we don't have that. What the project vertical of SEDS India does is we help. Firstly, we help different chapters collaborate on the projects. We help like them reach out to like other chapter projects and like how they are doing it or like something like that. Or we can help. Sometimes we can help with the funding based on the requirements and based on the availability. But as SEDS India as a whole, because it's really difficult to you know. collaborate between all 12 chapters or how many ever more will be added. So we really don't have that sort of thing yet, but it could be done. Uh, it can be done, but we don't have it yet.
If you want, we can
Thank you.
like whatever you are doing, if someone similar, something someone so I mean, that's it.
If no one has anything else to say, then
We can end the
yeah,
meeting.
if
We can wind up then. Yeah.
we can wind up. If it has been a great pleasure hosting all of you. I cannot believe that we successfully pulled this off. Thanks to everyone present here and everyone who's left the meet now. It has been such an honor. This tenure has been so great, and it is because of all of you, members of SEDS. And yeah, we really hope to see you in next year's AGM also, and in all of the events that happen throughout. So yes, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
guys.
you everyone for your presence.
Thank
So
you.
good luck in everything.
Soham,
Good
wanna
luck,
ask
guys.
something?
Bye everyone.
Thank you.
No, by mistake.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye.